The most popular magazine in America isn't People or Time, it's TV Guide. 20 million copies are printed each week, and they haven't missed a week in 33 years. Tonight, we take a look at what goes into the making of the magazine, everything from the cover photo to the printing press.
TV Guide is America's best-selling magazine. Each week, 1 out of every 3 people who owns a TV set will have one. So what makes it so successful? Well, it starts with the cover. Almost no star will pass up a chance to get on the cover of TV Guide. Patrick Duffy and Pamela Sue Martin are posing for a TV Guide cover shot, they hope. Their TV movie, Strong Medicine, is about to make its debut, and the exposure of a TV Guide cover would be a real shot in the arm for their ratings. But like anybody who poses for the magazine, there's no guarantee that they'll be the ones chosen for the prestigious cover. Cynthia Young is the Los Angeles Bureau photo editor. Along with several West Coast writers and editors, she supplies much of the material published by the magazine from its headquarters in Radnor, Pennsylvania.
They were constantly in and out of our cars, 20 miles in one direction and 20 miles in the other, going between studios and sets and locations. And we turn out a lot of the articles and pictures that go in the magazine simply because of so much production is in Los Angeles.
Cynthia will select the best slides from the Pamela Sue Martin Patrick Duffy shoot, then submit them to her bosses in Radnor. It's there that the magazine's top brass decide on the cover shot.
Good.
Yeah, that's definitely the best one.
But don't expect to ever see this cover. That week, the editors have chosen instead to feature the actresses from Kate and Allie.
And out of the 3, we can narrow it down to one final shot.
But TV Guide editors don't want the public to judge the magazine by its cover. And to that end, they say they're taking a tougher, more journalistic approach to the coverage of the television industry. Steve Gelman is the West Coast editor.
We have done some things in which the television business has said to us, wait a minute, you're supposed to be our friends. And the attitude of the magazine right from the top has been, no, we're not supposed to be your friends. We're supposed to be a magazine covering your business.
And that's where reporter Mary Murphy comes in. She says it's her job to air out Hollywood's dirty laundry.
I went to a screening on Saturday night of a film, Salvador, a new film, and in it a woman journalist was portrayed, I thought, very badly, almost as a buffoon. I asked the question afterward, tell me, why did you make? And they said that they had modeled the woman after Connie Chung, the NBC anchor woman. That is a news story.
Mary Diana Gould, an ex-producer of Dynasty, who worked on the show during its tumble in the ratings.
What was it like inside Dynasty when the ratings dropped from #1 to #18?
It was tough. It was, everybody took it very seriously.
I find that people, once you start to interview them, tell you so much more than they would like to have told you, and once they see it in print, they're aghast.
Editor David Sendler says one of TV's biggest stars banned TV Guide from his show because he didn't like a story that was written about him.
One is Bill Cosby. We did a story about him that was mostly favorable. It pointed out that at times he gets a little prickly with people, and I guess he chose only to notice that part of the story, and he apparently was not pleased and does not help with access.
But Sendler has little time to worry about bruised egos. It's his responsibility to get the magazine out each week. Everything from story concepts to computerized listings to advertising layouts are coordinated through the offices in Radnor. Finally, almost 8 weeks after the process began, this issue is ready to be transferred via computer to a dozen regional printing centers. There, the magazine is etched, proofed, printed, bound, bundled, and packed off to newsstands and post offices around the country.
We have not missed an edition. We've gone through a lot of trauma. We've had problems along the way, but we always manage to get it out, and we really don't spare expense to do it.
For 33 years, TV Guide has been a guide to TV viewing, but it's also been a sign of the times, if you do judge a nation by its cover.
TV Guide's all-time most popular cover girl was Lucille Ball. She's been on the cover 24 times, more than any other performer. Now, Tony, you got a real nice...